Yes guys, just a quick one for building the shading up around the outside of this section. When we're building negative shading up and keeping this left as skin and shading around the outside, I'm going to move across in a pendulum-like stroke, hand railing the outside edge of that to slowly build it up. Gliding on and off the skin, I'm trying to avoid leaving a really harsh edge with it. So essentially it'll be like a soft transition. So the way to get the best outcome with this is to not oversaturate too early and keep building the shape up right round it. So doing a little bit in one area and then moving on, and you're going to start to build the shape. So with this, you're trying to always make sure you're in the right position to keep the skin stretched. A big tip for shading efficiently is that ability to change the speed of your hand motion. Sometimes you're going to do faster, lighter strokes on the skin, and then sometimes you're going to be more deliberate and slow it down and make sure you're hitting that area accurately. Because I'm working around the shape and hand railing it, I'm able to feather in that edge. Now, if I was to angle my needle forwards and travel along pushing the ink in, I'd end up with a more solid, firm edge, which is not the look I'm after with this. I'm after like this moon shape at the top of the tower to have a soft transition. So that's why I'm travelling across it in this direction. And then I can slowly build out once I'm happy that it's a defined enough edge. Got my client lay down today and he's lay on his side. I'm stood up and doing this I'm able to move around and get into a good position. It's just giving me more manoeuvrability. I don't feel closed off and it's hard to get into the sections that I need to be in. We'll be working down my saturated pots as well, so I'm sort of staying in around a 50% wash down ink and I will come down my pots. As always, skin stretching is so important. If you're not able to keep that skin sufficiently stretched, you're going to find that these techniques will fall apart. Shading should always be developed as well. If you're just trying to ram it in dead aggressively in one hit, you're just going to get really harsh shading. But if you're trying to build it out and have better transitions, you want to layer it up over a few passes. And that's where pressure comes in a little bit. Pressure on the skin's going to alternate slightly as you soften out the edges. You okay, mate?
Yeah, man.
Right, give it a go, guys. I hope them tips have helped.